Yep. And I had to start a new stream because the previous one was a little glitchy. So I'm gonna So yeah, we're going to start streaming. So hello everybody. Today we're going to be doing continue the Breath of the Wild thing. Speedrun. No, not speedrun. Let's play. If anyone wants, they can like and subscribe. Completely free. So where did we last leave off? We left off at the Canamit Shrine. So we are over here. Now the guy, last thing he told us was to go to the place where the three things connected. So we need to carefully maneuver over this. Okay, it is very slow though. Already quite bad. Oh wow. Choo-choos, you should really fight them far away. Now we need to move around. We need to go to the place where the three thing is. This bow is already starting to damage, so I would say it should drop it. Sorry. Oh. Actually, never knew this size case. Five arrows. And 5 regular arrows. Got a soldier's broadsword. Might want to toss. Actually, no, I still think that thing. No, I should probably drop the club. Across the little. He died. That's a little cold. So anyway, let's try that again. We died again. I think it'd be better to try a different path. Well, just gonna need to take the long way around, which is not very long now, I think, but it really isn't that long longer. Just need to go across. There is a goblin tree, which is not very good. Yeah. So there's a problem. You know. Currently we're right here, so Okay, move across here. This is actually close to the Shrine of Resurrection. Yep. Yep. So now we're gonna speak with the old man. But only when we get to the Temple of Time. Yeah, I don't really have that much great commentary. But, well, sometimes you just gotta work with what you have. This game is good at enforcing that. Yeah, no, the first time I ever did this, I actually didn't find the ladder. So I actually had to climb up the Temple of Time with stamina. That was a nightmare. But now I'm actually found the ladder. I figured it out. Now we're gonna be with the man. This is a very long scene, so I'm gonna not talk there.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule. A kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics the divine beasts were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, bravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Alright. How was this? Go on. Here's the paraglider. Just as I promised. Just as I promised. Paraglider. An item that you receive from the king on the Great Plateau. It allows you to sail through the sky. Press X when you're in the air to use it. The isolated plateau complete. Okay. You should be able to fly off the cliffs into the air. And I think that's it. Told you everything I can. Link. Now, we can glide. Seek out info. So, that's objective. Are you like how... And when you do this, you actually... When you fall off, well, you don't fall off, when you glide off the Great Plateau. What happens is that, well, it says Hyrule Kingdom, as you can see right here, and I will glide off. I'm wobbling over here, so you can use your bullet time. We're not doing very good here. It's broken, but I got the buckle back. Got moblin fangs and horns. So there you go, we got that piano riff, and get used to it because we're going to be hearing it a lot. Smack some choo-choos. Slap. Yeah. I got another moblin. Okay, let's get an initial flag. Moblin club. You know what? I might have accidentally thrown the sword in the thing. I might have accidentally left the sword over there. Oh, well. Can't do anything now. No, let's explore. And we got a little camp for goblins. Goblin. There's a blue one, and the blue ones are the blue ones are hard. The blue ones, they are much more powerful. The problem is you don't even like. We gotta arrest this cricket. And all of this rumble, we gotta arrest this cricket. Oh, that's our buckle club, bro. Very hard. It's like hard. That's what made him snap a tree. We got the whole shebang. 10 more bows. Both of those are about to break, so I'm gonna use this one instead. Got some choo jellies. Arrows, bokobo. And use a bokobo instead of a traveler's bow. Because I don't wanna waste the everything. So these rusty things. Got the master sword? No. Yeah, so I got some arrows, got a throwing spear, and a rusty claymore. That does a lot of damage, but it's got very little durability, so I would rather not grab it. You can usually like inspect these. I don't know why it doesn't work. So now let's go into like this village looking thing. Like these ruins. I think you can climb this ladder by both sides. I'm not entirely sure though. These things. You can throw them. I have an idea. It might be quite good. Let's put it so it's not dying. Actually, no, this won't work. No, just basically made an explosion. Why is Link moaning? A random question. One bow, those basically are the same thing as that Boko bow, but slightly better. So I'm gonna drop this one. For some reason it's not letting me drop it. Probably because I'm in the middle of attacking. One bow. I'm so bad at this game, yeah, I know. High-tail lizards, you're gonna need those later, so I'd recommend grabbing those. Grab some more ancient materials. Ancient. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be shooting for like an hour. I still got like 30 minutes. We should make the most of it. Yep. So I know that around here. They're after stream come play Fortnite, maybe. I know around here there's like a chest. Probably put that pieces. here it is. I think. No, that's just a shield. Or maybe, actually, maybe what I'm thinking of is that Lake Colomo. Maybe, you know what? The diary. Here it is. That's what I was looking for. Diary. Hid the 8 priceless relics I stole from Hyrule Castle and treasure chest. I should write down their locations. Ancient mask lies at the ruin where soldiers gathered. From there, the waters of Lake Colomo are visible. The green garments of a man who wished to be a fairy are hidden in the ruins of Hyrule Field. Find these pieces at the ruins where trade flourished, at the ruins where sinners were imprisoned, and at the village ruins next to the farmland where many people once gathered. The Princess of Twilight, whose stories are handed down alongside those of the hero Twilight. Her helmet can be found at the temple ruins soaked in water of Regencia River. Armor worn by fierce phantoms, feared even by heroes, is hidden in the ruins of Hyrule Field. Find these pieces at a battleground where brave souls tested their skill, at ceremonial grounds where royal guards are honored, and at ruins where... Wait, let me check that something. Alright, and at the ruins where the shoulders of Hyrule once again. No, shoulders of Hyrule gathered. EX is all that's written on the last page. What could it be? That EX stands for, like, DLC, like, extra. So yeah, this game is my favorite game ever. I think. It's the best one. Yep, so now we're going to these ruins, which are somehow separate from the other ones. And why? There's this one that looks kind of like a heart. That's cute. Oh, get some moblins, because moblins are bad. I shouldn't use this. Boy, the style goblins are bringing me. Let me use... Yeah, throwing spear. Where's the weapon? I don't want to use the arms. The arms are kind of weird. I'm gonna use the bat. Oh yeah, we already ate the last one. Eat some apples. Very bad. Except when they pull a face. Then they pull a face. About to die, so bad. Ooh, we landed it. We're right. Bam, that's gonna be perfect. So we're gonna need it. I might use a spear. Oh, buy? Alright, fine. If you want, you can Yeah, there's a shrine right here. I think this was the 4th shrine I ever got. There's a shrine. I almost forgot the name of the shrine. Yeah, we got him good. Slammed him. A mop. Oh, the mop is already breaking. I'll probably because I'm not gonna use it. I think the hoe is probably better. Here we go, we're gonna go for our first unnecessary shrine. And so I mean first person I know how to do it. Technically, it's very, very highly recommended. I don't remember how the shrine goes, actually. Stream for 35 minutes. Maybe like 20 minutes. Yeah, like 45. I might go. Oh god, it's highly hour for this shrine. The wind guides you, the boss tower shrine. I can normally go to here, but I don't want to. Here, well, actually, I don't know how to go. Actually, yeah, I think you have to go up there. You have to jump down, and you go over there. I usually have a time frame to not die, than I just did. Yeah, I've gotta eat some apples. Make sure to not die. Oh well. Link's dead again. already doing kind of bad. I don't remember how you actually did this. I think that's how you do it. Like this. There you go. So there's claymore. I can just toss one into the abyss. Grab this soldier's claymore. I use a moblin club for now. Did I grab an arm? That's already something. So the shield is damaged. So I'm gonna equip this one. Yep. Here we go. We got to the end of the shrine. Got another spirit orb. Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a hero. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you the spirit orb. It gives us the spirit orb. Or she. I'm not sure. There we go. Actually, I haven't prayed at the goddess statue yet. Should have done that. Well. Actually, I do have a point where I can go back here. So yeah, I'll go pray at the goddess statue so I get an extra heart. And then we'll come back here. Shrine of Resurrection. Let's go. We're already over here. Also, we should probably investigate the Korok. Because there's a Korok inside the Shrine of Resurrection. There we go. Now let's go get over to that Temple of Time. And pray to the goddess statue. After we do that, we're probably gonna get to the tower, I would say. Get to the tower and then we're probably gonna end the stream. Is the old man still here? No. He's still in the game. He's still in the Great Plateau, but he's not here anymore. King Rome, boss for Rhombus Hyrule, isn't here anymore. Temple of Time. Now we just gotta run through over here. And bam. Already made. Oh, I didn't read this, sorry, but I'm gonna probably come back and read it. Anyone who wants to read that can just pause the video, rewind, come back and see it. So why am I going this manually? I can just go through here. Yeah, so I probably think we're gonna get to the tower, and then we're gonna end the stream. Actually, the stream is probably approximately it's like an hour long, probably. There's this guy.
Oh.
Maybe someone's used to seeing bad omens by now, but that, well, let's just say it's better than most.
Oh?
We're doomed. I mean, don't panic. Sorry. Who are you? Have we met? Well, it doesn't matter who you are, really. I changed things that popped out of the ground. Did you see them? I'm not talking about mushrooms here. I'm talking about those towers. They seem to have popped up all over the place. And that's not the only strange thing that's happened. Those long deserted shrines suddenly started glowing. You know what this means, don't you? The end is here. With all this craziness happening, I've been keeping an eye on that thing. Good to see if it suddenly starts moving, you know. What thing? Talking about that guardian, of course. Haven't you heard the old stories about Hyrule? See that thing over there? One like an overturned urn? That is what I'm talking about. You know, some of them can move. One of them once chased me down and tried to kill me. This one? No, it was a different one. That was closer to the castle, but before the forest. When they spot you, they shoot blue beams of light at you. Man, I was so sure that was the end for me. I was prepared for the worst. But I somehow managed to escape into the nearby woods. I think it was my lightning-fast reflexes that saved me. Why? Under the Hyrule Castle. Be careful. Alright. Got hit. Boom. And got the moblin camp, the moblin, the bokoblin camp. These boxes, why am I doing them? It's pretty satisfying. Grabbing one of them. and then shoot them. These things have like arrows in them, they have rupees, fish. Steak right here. Opal. I use the axe for the wood stuff. Yeah, it's better to use because it's up less durability than all the other ones, and because it usually deals more damage to more damage to wood. I don't know why that didn't work. So as you can see, the tower is in close proximity to us. We're probably going to reach that, and then we'll explore the surrounding areas. Probably get to the stable, and maybe end off going to Kakariko Village on the next stream. These things are rocket legs. It's very good if you get a one of the balloons. Balloons is what we're looking for. At least right now. Because what you're gonna do, you're gonna grab the balloon, or just the one balloon in this case. You're gonna put it here. That ties the thing so that you can grab this chest, grab the opal, and get out of there because the thing is gonna pop. Here we got a puzzle. You just have to push the top of this wall. Korok seeds. There's probably health. Increase my health with some food. Oh look, we just died. Oh, they have everyone with a bomb. Roll down the bomb down here. What is this? It's a mighty thistle. I have never used a mighty thistle.
Yep.
Just toss it. kill all the red ones. I know this is not a very good procedure, but they all have weapons and shields, so I don't wanna... I really want to die. Oh god. I'm dying pretty badly right now. I usually don't die this often. There we go. Got that. And we didn't even grab the purple club. No, we don't want that. Let's be on fire. Put more clubs on for fangs. These things usually all carry the same thing, and that's an opal. Sometimes they carry stuff like a soldier shield, which is pretty cool. Not a very good camera angle, I know, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So these goats usually try to kill you for some reason. Gotta be careful when you're swimming, because in this game, swimming takes stamina, so you can't just like swim forever. I mean, you can't really swim forever in any game, but this one, your things are extremely limited, because not only can you not swim, not only can the swimming take stamina, it's also swimming, you cannot swim under the water, so that's kind of garbage, but yeah, that wasn't very good. Died a bunch of times already, and we barely started the game. I think we should use the hoe. I'm gonna drop one of the shields, probably a regular Boko shield, and put some of the spiked Boko shield. Now, even if there's no bokoblins inside the thing, I will you know, we break the case, we jump into the water, and we hopefully get on over to the tower without drowning. Okay, so we made it to Dueling Peaks Tower. So we just climb, and once we get up to the top, we're gonna probably end the stream because we've been streaming for a while. When you get to the last one, it kind of does a different animation once you do the last jump. Link is very tired, so you can already see. Alright. And we're gonna zoom in of Link's face. And we get put in the Sheikah slate. Sheikah tower activated. Alright, scanning area. Here it is, the Dueling Peaks. Now I've got the Sheikah sensor, which can search for shrines. Which I always like to have on. Just makes it slightly easier to find a shrine. And yep. So there we have it. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream today.